Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and I want to do a Tesla Model Y order update because my dates just changed again, so I want to just give you guys an updated video because I've had a lot of people reach out and ask me what the deal is. Do I have a car? Do I have a VIN number? The answer to both of those is no. No VIN, no car, no delivery date. My estimated delivery date has been pushed out. I was kind of looking forward to the 26th of May. Today's the 28th. I got updated yesterday and I didn't have time to do a video, so I was looking for the 20. I had like the 20. My last date range was May 26th to June 9th, and now it's been pushed out to the middle of June to middle of July. So I've got pushed out. I have a whole new range. Another probably 3 weeks before I get another update on that, and so I'm disappointed in that, guys. I mean, I was expecting it. You know, my last date range kind of narrowed a few times, got closer. I'm like, oh, cool, it's getting there. I called into Tesla and I said, hey, what's the deal? Am I going to get this car soon? They're like, yeah, it looks like you're getting it soon. I mean, they had no clue. They really had no idea what was going on. I mean, all they have to go off of is the date range. Like, yeah, that's your date range, and it's all controlled by the factory and the production team. We have nothing to do with that. And I'm like, well, can you put a note in there saying, hey, this guy still really wants the car. Can you please expedite this? They're like, yeah, we can put something in there like that. I'm like, okay. Obviously, that didn't work. So I'm kind of back where I've been over the last 5-6 months. And that is, I get close and it gets pushed out. One thing that was interesting, this is kind of a Tesla news update, is that because the Tesla Texas factory is producing only the standard range, which the standard range isn't even available to order yet, which is good because it means that you can't order a standard range right now and get it right away when you have all of these long range and performance orders in the queue, and you just would skip ahead of those people. So what I've heard, I read an article online stating that people are getting an email from Tesla that says you can downgrade your order to a standard range and get it sooner because that will come from Texas. Now, I'm be interested to see like how that would work, pricing wise, when you locked in your price versus the standard range, which I've heard is around $59,000 starting price on the standard range. It'll be interesting to see. If Tesla offered me the standard range, I would probably decline it because the price of my car was like $62,400. That was I had $7,000 of options on mine, so the base price was like $53,000. So even downgrading, I'd still have to pay more for the standard range than the long range. And when it comes to range on these electric cars, every single mile counts. And even though the standard range is going to have a 279 mile range, the 330 mile range the long range is a huge difference. I mean, we're talking about almost 60 miles of range. Well, a little less than 60 miles, but still, when you're doing a road trip in an electric car in a Tesla, I mean, every single mile matters because you can only use 80% of your battery on a road trip, and so you're talking, a lot less range if you have the standard range than if you had the long range. So I probably won't downgrade to the standard range. I'm going to keep my order as the long range and just wait and see what happens. I'm really disappointed with just how long this is taking them. Also, I've heard and read an article about how some people who have VIN numbers, they're getting their cars shipped to the service or the dealerships without the charge ports installed, and they're having to wait for that part to get shipped there. So I guess I'm glad I'm not in that situation where I have a VIN number, I've paid for the car, and I'm making a payment on the car for a car that I can't even pick up because it's still lacking parts. That would suck. And let me know down below in the comments if that's your case. I've heard of several people that is the case, that Tesla is short on parts for the charge port, and they're shipping cars without them, and they're retrofitting at the dealership, and it's delaying deliveries, and so it just sounds like a whole mess. Like, Tesla's just a mess right now as far as delivery time frames and supply chain and deliveries and orders, So, not what I was hoping for. I was hoping to have a VIN number by now. Hoping to have a VIN number in December. It's the end of May right now, May 28th, so I don't know, guys. I'm hoping that I just randomly get a VIN number assigned right away, and and I don't have to keep going through this back and forth and getting pushed out, getting close, getting pushed out. I mean, it's just a joke, man. Like, I don't know why would they have the range close and then push me out and do that probably 15 times now? Why would they do that? I don't get it. They know how many orders they have in the queue. It almost seems like to me, Tesla will fulfill my order as long as there's not more profitable cars in front of me in line. And most every car in the queue is more profitable than the long-range Model Y, because that's the cheapest Model Y. You know, maybe some long-range, maybe some standard Model 3s, but are behind me. But those seems like the Model 3 seems like they're not delayed. I do have the 7-seat option, so I have the third row seat in the Model Y. When I talked to my representative last week, I called into Tesla. I just called their 1-800 customer service number. I will say, you know, they are pretty responsive. You call, you actually speak to someone who's pretty knowledgeable. I don't know how knowledgeable, but at least they're like, you know, you can tell they're located in the United States. They're not. It's not an Indian call center. No offense, but no offense, but it's just a lot of times those people they're not as helpful, not as personable, not as helpful. So Tesla does have some good customer service phone people that are working there. So my hat's off to them that they're at least, you know, they haven't outsourced that yet. That's good. But, you know, they know how many orders they have in the queue. It's almost like, you know, they're going to fulfill every performance Model Y, every S, every X order before mine, and if they get around to it, maybe they'll get to my car. It's almost like it's not even worth their time to build it, because I don't have the full self-driving. I'm not doing the performance. I mean, I'm still paying $62,000 for this car. It's not like it's a $20,000 car, and, you know, I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's the update. Leave down below your comments of what your situation is. If you're in the same situation, if you've gotten the offer to downgrade to the standard range, that'd be interesting to know. I'd be interested to know what the pricing looks like. If you've locked in I've locked in a price back in, you know, I locked in my price in August of 2021 is when I ordered, and the same car is over $9,000 more right now, and so it'd be interesting to see what the standard range price, if they offered me the standard range, what they would do on the pricing. I'm not paying the same price. I'm not paying the same price for a standard range as I am the long range. It's not worth as much. So, you know, the guy, the customer service rep at Tesla's like, oh, hey, at least you've locked in a good price. And I'm like, well, dude, you should have delivered my car like 6 months ago. I've been getting teaser dates since December of 2021, and we're in May of 2022. So, yeah, I'm glad that I got a lower price for it. I'm glad they haven't raised the price on it for me, but, you know, they should have delivered this car several months ago to me, so that's not a consolation that I have a lower price on it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave down below your situation about your car, your Tesla order, or if you have any insights as to, you know, maybe something I can do to help expedite my order. I don't know. I've tried everything. I've called in. I've changed the pricing. I've changed like how I'm going to pay for it, cash versus finance versus Tesla. I mean, I've changed all that. That hasn't seemed to help. The only thing I could think that would help is if I change to performance and I drop the 7-seat, which I need the 7-seat version. And I don't think the performance is worth the upgrade. You know, I'd rather have the longer range. So, anyways. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.